Good morning. So another thing I wanted to talk about was when you move someplace where other people vacation, you have to remind yourself you're not on vacation, especially if you're on a budget like myself. So if you try and do every week things that you would do as a tourist on vacation, I would go broke. I've been good. I've been 3 weeks here, haven't really spent money on much of anything aside from my moving costs. So I've been eating at home, going out to places that aren't too expensive. But if you're living in a tropical paradise, you have to enjoy it. So since I've been good on budget, treating myself to a little snorkel adventure today. So we're gonna go out, hit a couple keys, 12, 16 miles off the coast of Placencia, enjoy the barrier reef, and see some amazing sights. Enjoy the video and be sure to hit the subscribe button. For this tour, I used Captain Jack's in Placencia. This is a view of their docks. First stop, Silk Keys. Silk Key Marine Reserve, located approximately 36 kilometers east of Placencia, Belize, is part of the Belize Barrier Reef system. The Belize Barrier Reef stretches 300 kilometers from the north of Belize through the entire coast. It's part of the Mesoamerican Reef System, Barrier Reef System, which stretches over 900 kilometers starting in Cancun, Mexico, passing through Belize, Guatemala, and into Honduras. It's the second largest natural barrier reef in the world, second only to Australia's Great Barrier Reef. Along this reef, you'll find over 60 diverse species of coral and up to 600 species of reef fish. The guides at Captain Jack's were both fun and knowledgeable. Here, the guide is warning me to avoid the fire coral. Came across a sleeping nurse shark here. We're just gonna let him sleep. There will be plenty to come. Finished off at our first snorkel spot and headed off to the next one. This is where it gets interesting. We approached a fishing boat that was moored up in the sea, and that was going to be our next snorkel spot. More on why in a little bit. When we first arrived at this spot, the nurse sharks came over to our boat to kind of check us out. So I stayed around our boat in the beginning. There were enough sharks coming around, and they are my absolute favorite to swim with. For me, there's nothing better than when a nurse shark decides to get up close and personal. Fishing boats like this often stay out to sea 5 to 10 days. In that time, they're cleaning their catch, cooking their own dinners, and some of the scraps get thrown overboard. The sharks start to learn this, as well as other animals, and that's why they stick around. One of the fishermen on board was just cleaning a lobster. He threw the head part away, and that's what you're seeing here, is the reaction it causes.
Oh, God.
I expected to see some sea turtles, but this one was the biggest one I had ever seen. The guide explained that this turtle is expected to be at least 80 years old, and I believe it. You saw the smaller sharks standing by hoping for some scraps from the turtles without challenging them. This one's a little different. It might have been the biggest shark down there, and he's not giving up. After snorkeling there, we headed to our last spot for lunch at Moho Caye. I think this is our last stop of the day. We're at Moho Caye with some amazing water and views. Small island, I think about 12 miles off the coast of Placencia. In the background you can see the Maya Mountains. It was a great trip. See a lot of cool things. Now we're gonna stop for lunch and head back. Definitely worthwhile. The views here are amazing. This water is pristine. Let's take a little walk around the island. Pelicans diving everywhere. Big one just sitting there.
Like I said, I've already started to listen to
I don't know. I might not get back on the boat. There's a pelican. A couple of them. Got something. Left my iPhone on the boat. I didn't want it to get wet because you have to go through the water to get onto the quay. Wish I could take some pictures with it, but hopefully this comes out nice enough. Pretty amazing spot right here. Definitely come see it if you get a chance. All right, so Moho Caye. I think we are 12 miles off the coast of Placencia. This is a private island that's actually owned by a company person that also owns another resort. But they've left this for the most part undeveloped, with no plans for development, so that it can be enjoyed by people of Belize or people who visit Belize. That's a great thing, you know. Leave nature to be enjoyed and do a great job of it here. Nice relaxing place to finish off of a day on the boat and snorkeling. for sure. There's a lot of great places like this in Belize, and it's just takes my breath away every time I see something like this. So great time.